Okay, so here is my female Brachypelma albopilosum Nicaraguan form. Even though we do have a little bit browner of a carapace, this one is a Nicaraguan form. Or I don't want to say Nicaraguan form because that's not right. It's a Nicaraguan import. Not necessarily meaning that they came from Nicaragua. It was just an import from Nicaragua in 2015. Let's see if she wants to. Yeah, she does. Big girl. It's like in your face feeding right there, huh? She's thick. That carapace is thick. Oops, sorry, I did it again. Oh, you take. Okay, we're going to see if one of my favorite baboon females, well, only because I only have a couple that I know are females, but this is the August Valley season Dami. She is right behind that leaf right there. See if she wants to eat. Yep. She hasn't webbed up much, as you can see, just a little bit here and a little bit there. She'll run all over the place, as you can see. She gets crazy because she doesn't know where she's at. And she'll just see what she's doing. This is what she does. She hides under that web thinking that nobody can see her. Do you even have the roach? Miss? No, I can't see you. You're safe. I don't see the roach anywhere, so I'm assuming that she has it, but yeah, right now she's supermaning underneath her little web mat. As you can see, you can see the dirt right there around that corner. As you go around there, it's all webbed, and then that dirt is over top of it, so that's her kind of blanket, I guess you could say, her "you can't see me now" blanket. Okay, as you can see, the Stichoplastoris species Nicaragua is huge in the rear, so we're not going to feed her. This is most likely pre-molt. She does look to be darkening a little bit there, so we'll leave her be and we'll feed somebody else. Okay, this is the emperor scorpion, bark removed. Odds are not going to eat. There were two of these at the pet store when I got this one, and the other one's still there, and it's a good 1.5 times the size of this one. So I don't know what we're doing wrong with feeding with this one, but it doesn't seem to really want to eat much of anything at all. You can see the roach is like right there in front of it, and it has no interest in taking it at all. None. None. There you go, buddy. Okay. Let's see if our Brachypelma Baby will eat. Yes. Took one right away. Will it take the other one? That is the question. It's right underneath you. Right underneath you. Right behind your back leg. It's probably tickling you. Yep, we got it. As I was blocking your light, probably, huh? A little bit of water. I can't zoom you in because I'll take it right out of the frame. So if you look at the carapace, we've had this discussion so many times on the groups, you know, oh, it doesn't have the triangle, or it does have a triangle when it's Brachypelma, or it doesn't look like a Brachypelma homori because of the carapace patterning. That's the worst thing that you can go off of, is the carapace patterning, to be honest with you. Because it can change from molt to molt, and age, and how deep they are in the molt cycle. There's all kinds of different things that go along with the carapace coloring of Brachypelma, so please don't use that as a way to identify. Now, Baumgarteni can have that triangle, not as prominent as the Amelias do, but can still have it. So, and a couple other of these guys, I've seen Brachypelma homori that has, you know, a partial triangle, like, and then goes away the next molt. So you just never know. So while he's going crazy walking around, we're going to move on. Okay, so here's a case of Tarantula Jekyll and Hyde, as I call it. One molt there one way, the next molt there another. Last molt cycle, this female was out all the time. Since she's molted, she's never out. This is the Stratojaurus darlingi female. Still likes to eat, but she just does not come out as much as she used to. Sometimes she won't even come out right away for food. You have to like get it to a part where she'll feel it more. There's those feet. There you are. All right. Yeah, we got her to eat. That's good. We'll move. I had opportunities to get mature males for this girl, and I just am not 100% positive that she is mature all the way. I want to wait another molt. I want to be sure, and based on her spermathecae, I can't say that with certainty. Her spermathecae looks darkened, but uterus externus does not, so I want to wait one more molt, see what the changes will be. I'm in no hurry to breed her. We have the OBT breeding, so we're going to have one baboon breeding. So we're going to wait and see. Probably midwinter we'll try, see if we can't find a male for her, see what happens. So Stratojaurus darlingi. Okay, this is Ash, the Acanthoscurria geniculata, and this is going to be a test. You can see she's starting to darken. But last time she ate, and last time that she molted, she ate like 2 days before she molted. So I don't ever deprive this genus of food, or Nandu Colorado, or Nandu species or genus either. None of them. So you can see she ate. She's still dark in the backside, so not completely. She's not huge, so but I do expect her to molt soon. Some water. You guys hear that? I got to put the microphone in there. It'll be like Exotic's lair with the water. Everybody loves his water videos. Okay, we shall proceed to the, well, let's give you a close-up. Why not, huh? She's doing some work. Okay, I think you've seen enough, right? Let's move on. Okay, here's my main man, Kevin. Brachypelma albiceps. Where are you stupid worms? Earlier I dug you up and it was like, you're all over the place. There you go, big guy. still juvenile, Brachypelma albiceps, male. At least last molt was anyway. But I've been fooled before with males. Ended up turning out to be females. So Brachypelma are kind of difficult to molt, or not to molt, but to sex sometimes, because the male accessory organs can fool you into believing that they're spermaticae. Now, I did not see any of that present in this one, or the Shorderi, or a bunch of the other ones. Matter of fact, the Shorderi I'm looking at is all sealed up right now, so we won't be feeding him. And we'll look at the Brachypelma vagans. We have the Brachypelma amelia that we can feed, and we can still feed Nandu carapoensis and the Ornithoctinae species Laos female, or the Ornithoctinae prisondae abuelis. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, this is the crazy Ornithoctinae species Laos. Now we'll see if she'll come up and grab one of those worms, maybe. These spiders are insane. They are fast. This female is nuts. My little one isn't so bad so far. You can see she stays. Hold on, I'll show you. There she is right there. That's where she stays. Every now and then you'll catch her out, but not very, very often. I don't know if she got that worm or not. I'm assuming so. Fabulous species though, great Asian species. One that I would desperate. She could breed, this girl right here. She's ready. I just don't know anybody. I don't know a lot of people that have them, first of all, and I don't know anybody that has a male. We have to hope that the little guy that I have is a male. We're praying. She's probably about 3 3/4, almost close to 4 inches, which is about full size for them. They're not a big tarantula whatsoever. They do like to live the way that you see right there. I would probably believe that if you put an upright cork bark, and put them in like an arboreal type of setup, that they probably would live inside that cork bark. They do climb very, very easily and very, very quickly. Just fast, very, 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 very fast. So let's move on. Okay, so you guys should all know by now, this is Miko, my Nandu carapoensis, probably one of my favorite terrestrial, quote-unquote, South American species. I really, really love the carapoensis. I love all the Nandus, but this one, for some odd reason, is really, really, it just caters to my visuals a little bit better. Just the way she looks. She's getting big, so again, this is a tarantula that I will feed until she stops eating. And it's only like every 2 weeks that I try to feed her, so it's not like I'm going nuts feeding these guys. Matter of fact, it's been 22 days since she's fed last. So, but you can see she still is a little bit large in the back end, so she's probably closing in on a molt sometime soon, but not soon enough that she didn't want to eat that worm. So, I think when they're in pre-molt, everyone's like, oh, don't feed them, don't feed them, don't feed them. I think you should try. You should try once, and if it doesn't take it, then 2 or 3 weeks later, if it has a molt, to try again. If it doesn't take it, then leave it alone, or if it closes itself off. But like this one, the Canthoscuria geniculata, my Lasiodora paribana, things like that, if they're going to eat, I'm going to feed them. I'm not a ton, and I don't power feed by any means. But I do like to give them the opportunity to eat. And if they don't want to eat, then I take it back out and I try them again later. That's just the way I think that you really should approach how you deal with them. There's a lot of misconceptions. I think it's just a lot of information that's been kind of misconstrued and then spit out all over the place, where things like avics need a bunch of humidity, or even substrate for that matter, which they don't need neither, or they don't need either. Things just like that are tarantulas in pre-molt. Oh, they got a larger abdomen, shouldn't feed them. Well, why not? Really, why not? You don't want your tarantula to get obese by any means, but if you think they're closing in on a molt like this one seems to be, and you feed it and she eats, is that a big deal? you know, because in the wild, if something came by her in this state and she wanted to eat, she would eat. So, you know, you're kind of replicating that wild instead of depriving them completely of food for, you know, months upon a time. I know there's some species that you probably would want to wait. Brachypelmas, you know, Grammostolas, you probably don't want to feed them if they're really, really huge. But they don't move much, so it's not that big of a deal. I think if they want to eat, you can feed them. If they don't want to eat, they're not going to eat, you know. Okay. Okay, this is the Brachypelma amelia. Again, male until I can prove otherwise. This is one of my favorite spiders to eat, and you should ask, you know, I mean, I do these filmings and I don't even really ask you guys what's preferable. Do you like the views through the clear plastic on the sides, or would you rather have that helicopter overhead look, which some of them I need to do that way and some of them are better to do this way, but you tell me what you think actually turns out better. We're going to see if he wants to eat. He's usually a pretty good tongue feeder. There you go. You got what you wanted. You don't need the tongs, right? Can I have them? Can I have them? No? You don't want to give them to me yet? There you go. Good boy. So this is the side view, and this is what you would see overhead. Now you can see things, well, maybe a bit more clear this way, but it is a tad bit more difficult to film this way, to be honest with you. But the visual is much better. You can see it's much more clear than through the plastic, as can be expected. But some people like to have that side view or that like right-on view when they're attacking something. I'm trying to get different ways to do this, so kind of try both ways and see how it works and see what you guys like. And again, this is much clearer. After Monday, this will be the only remaining dropped the word, Eupalastrus campostratus that I have, because I am sending Casper off to somebody that their daughter desperately wanted one. And I figured why not get her a nice juvenile. We'll see if this girl will take a worm off the tongs here and see. I would imagine she will. No? Look at that butt in the air. Oh, you'll take it from the ground when I'm not ready, right? Yeah, see, much better view this way. She's getting large too. She just molted not that long ago. So of course we can't feed Obi the Homori, and we can't feed Annika the Grammostola pulchripes because she's in definite pre-molt. She hasn't eaten the last 3 or 4 times. We still have a few more that we can do. We have the Brachypelma albopilosum Nicaraguan male. We have the Cercopelma rubronitans, the other Brachypelma amelia, and I don't know who's in that one over there. But that one probably can be fed too, whichever one that one is. The label's probably on the other side, so... oh, no, we can't. Nope. Matter of fact, I'll show you why we can't feed that one here in a second. Okay, so we can't feed Norman. Anybody have any guesses why? I've been waiting. He's been looking like this for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Really, really lethargic. Really... not himself, you know. So I knew he was getting ready to molt. You could tell, and here he is, flipped upside down with everything exposed to the world. So we will do some periodic updates with him as he moves along. So I'll do a real quick refilming of him here and start a Norman molting video. Okay, we have Declan here, and then we have 2 more, and then I have to feed the tiny Lasiodora Paraibana slings, because 50 of those are going out Monday. So I have 2 packages going out Monday. One with the Lasiodora Paraibanas, and the other one with the Appalachians Campus Terratus. So yeah, I want to get them fed today so that I can get them packed up tomorrow night into their straws or into the vial, and then put them in the box, because they got to come to work with me, and then I'll drop them off after work. Let's see if this guy will come out for a meal or a super worm. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Yeah, you're the man, big boss man here, Declan. You can see he's a Nicaraguan also as well, from the 2015 import, and you can see he does not have the white tipped hair. He is not completely I'm glad I caught that. He's not really black either. He's more of a goldish. This is definitely a Nicaraguan, because this came specifically to a friend of mine from an export. So when he matures, he will be bred with my female. And then we'll have a bunch of little babies. I know my friend Pamela had an egg sac of Nicaraguans not too long ago. I can't remember what her count was. It wasn't really super high. It was a lot less than what I would have expected from a Brachypelma albopilosum, which was probably good news for her. But yeah, so she just had some. So yeah, maybe next year or so. If you guys remember my Faunopelma hensi that I sent to Ruth, or traded to Ruth, mostly reptiles, he still hasn't molted. Still, it'll be 2 years that I would have had him in September. Well, next month. I would have had him for 2 years, and probably ate like 3 or 4 times and didn't molt. And he's penultimate, so he's really holding out. Okay. Okay, this is the smaller of the 2 Brachypelma amelias. We never get this one to come out and feed. This one sits out all the time. At the minute I take its lid off, it flies down here, and I end up just feeding it in here. Come on, little one. Those worms are pretty stinking fast when they want to be. Oh yeah, she eats it when you drop it in there. You can see. Can you see? There you go. Kinda. Rotten little spider this one is. Doesn't like to eat out, it only likes to eat in. Okay, we're going to hit the Rubronitins, and then I'm going to put everybody away. Matter of fact, we're going to throw some water in this one while we're here. And I'm going to go get the little tiny fruit flies out of the refrigerator and feed them. My light's dying, as you can see, so try and get this Rubronitins fed real quick. Okay, so you're just going to kind of see a silhouette of my Cercopelma Rubronitins doing a happy dance down in, I believe, her burrow. Didn't really catch anything on film there, and then I tried to refilm and didn't hit the play button. I mean, actually never even touched the camera. I just put it there and started talking. Don't know why. So yeah, look for some new interesting things. My Bumba cabocla molted, so I have a Moltzen over here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to open it up or not. It did molt. Yeah, molt. Yeah, that's what I just said, right? It just ate. So it had opened up. You saw that enclosure in the video not too long ago, where it's completely sealed off. And when they're sealed off like that, and then they open it all back up, you know they're ready to eat. So I grabbed the molt, I put a roach in there, and the little one came out and grabbed it right away. So yeah, so what I want to do real quick is thank everybody again for tuning in. All you new subscribers that have come over the last week and a half or so, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy what you're seeing. We're going to be doing many more feeding videos like this. I know people like these. We're going to do some more care videos. We still have the tour videos going on. I have a skit video that I want to do. If anybody is on a Tarantula community and you saw my post from today's Saturday, the 11th? Yeah, the 11th of August.
if you guys were on a tarantula community today, you saw the post that I put on there. It was just kind of a, a debate with myself on, do I get these? Do I have the room? And so it's kind of like me talking to my conscience. So we're going to try and do a skit video like that, which Ray from Jeepers Creepers Tarantulas said I should do. So I got to figure out how to do that. And I know two people that I want to talk to about the best way to approach that, the best way to film that, and the best way to cut it together, because they have done a couple of these parody skits. So I'll talk to Shanty from Tarantulas with Shanty, or what used to be Super Tarantula, or the House of Super Tarantula, and then Mike Farless from KC Tarantulas. I'm going to talk to them about the best approach to do with this. I have an idea, so I want to run it past them, and then I want to see, get their feedback before I start doing this, because it's not going to be the easiest thing to do. So I'm kind of leery about doing it, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun in the same sense too. So, okay, well, I'm going to let everybody go. I hope you guys enjoyed it, like I said, and we still have more to feed, so I'll probably do another short feeding video with a handful of tarantulas. And then I'll do, of course, the unboxing video of what's coming in. Like I said, that should be here either Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those 2 days. We're not that far apart from each other here in Pennsylvania, so we decided just to do the 2-day overnight, thinking that because we're only like 3 hours away from each other, so odds are that it'll be here the next day. So we probably will get it Tuesday, which will be kind of cool. My wife gets her little splint off and cast put on Monday. At least that's the plan, their plan, or the doctor's plan anyway. We'll see how that all works out. So, other than that, we'll see you guys all later, and happy keeping.